Welcome everybody. This is going to be my own beginning streaming tutorial video by SwerveCat. It's a collaboration of basically experienced streamers and their opinions about what really makes a streamer stand out and makes them successful. Now these are my opinions and our opinions collaborated together, and there is no perfect cookie cutter guideline to how to make a streamer successful. These are just learning from our own mistakes and what we've seen streamers around us excel at and become popular streamers with. First of all, if you are in streaming to make money, stop what you're doing right now and don't do it anymore. You've already got the wrong mindset of streaming, and you need to evaluate why you want to stream. Streaming is supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to enjoy what you're playing and share your fun with your viewers. If you're strictly there to make monetary value out of this, you're in for a rude awakening from the get-go. You're also supposed to want to enjoy communicating with your chat. So, first of all, that's your mindset that you need to have for streaming. Second is your setup. Your setup, at this day and age, you should be streaming in 720p quality. If you are not, you need to adjust your equipment or find a better internet or something to have a better quality stream to present, because if you're not at 720p, you're already handicapping yourself against other streamers. Secondly, your setup is your microphone. You need a microphone to talk to your chat. Nobody wants to come in and just watch you playing a game and it's only game sound. They want to interact with you. You need a microphone to talk back. Thirdly, which is, I guess, questionable, or some people think it's not necessary, because there are plenty of streamers out there that actually make a good content stream without a camera, but most starting streamers, it is highly encouraged to have a webcam. You need a webcam to interact with your stream so they can see your reactions. They want to see your face. They want to see who they're talking to. Not a lot of streamers can get away without having a webcam. Some can, but not a lot, especially starting streamers. Also, there's the controversy of whether it's green screen or no green screen. When Twitch first started, it was no green screen. It wasn't a real thing. Then it went to green screen, and everybody's putting green screens behind their webcams. Now it's kind of starting to go back the other direction, and people are not using green screens as often anymore. So it's strictly up to you whether you want to have one or not. I can tell you the pros that I can think of for having a green screen is you can hide your background. You can hide the things behind you. You can hide what's going on behind you, especially if you live in a house where there's a lot of traffic that might be going on behind you. You don't want that distracting your viewers of people walking behind you. Also, if you're a messy person like some people, not me really, maybe a little, but nobody wants to see your messed up bed behind you or other items that they might find, like some streamers have been caught with. Their chat has found things behind them in their streams, but you can cover this up with a green screen and you don't have to worry about that. Another pro is, with a green screen, you're cutting out everything and there's just you and your chair. So there's a lot more game screen that can be seen by your viewers. Cons, you absolutely have to have good lighting for a green screen. Otherwise, you will have chroma errors, I guess you could call them, around you. It's kind of fuzzy. Also, the green screen might not be caught by the camera as much with bad lighting. You'll have shadows. You also need to be in a room where your based lighting does not change. And what I mean by that is whether overhead lights are going on and off, or a light in another room is going to be going on and off. That will change the lighting of your camera and therefore change your chroma key. And you'll have to constantly go back in and change your chroma up and down about the lighting that's going on around you. So it's best to, if you're going to have a green screen, be in an area where the lighting won't change around you, preferably probably in a room where it's your area and the lighting doesn't change. The only conflict with this that you could probably have is if you have a window in that room, daylight, moving from daylight to nighttime, that will mess up your chroma every time. The pros to not having a green screen, the ability to interact with your background. By that I mean, you could have lighting, neon lighting behind you, flashing, something, visually catching for your viewers. You can have that in the background. You can have little items, little dolls, or other gaming related memorabilia behind you that is just visually pleasing to your viewers. And you can change that out and change things up behind you and everything. There's not as much lighting requirements for a non-green screen webcam. You basically just need a light on you so that you're not in a dark place. So as long as the lighting on you is good, then you don't have to worry about changing settings or anything like that. The cons, I would say, to not having a green screen is you're going to have a cam box, or you're going to have your box of your webcam, and then most people put a little overlay box around their webcam, and then all of that is taking up some of the game screen so that people can't see as much of the game screen as vice versa with a green screen. If you're a messy person, everybody will see that. You will be judged, and you could possibly lose an audience, because if you have a messy background behind you, nobody's going to want to. It's going to be distracting for them. They're not going to want to watch you. They're going to see you as a messy, unkept, unprofessional person. Like I said before, the cons to not having a green screen is distractions behind you, with maybe people walking in and out of the room. Or if you're like me, you might have kids pop into the room, come to tell you goodnight or whatever. You'll have some kind of distractions behind you. If you do this incorrectly without a green screen, you could be viewed as cheap or an extreme amateur to streaming, and your viewers probably won't stay. Moving on to part 2, basically to set up, is alerts. Always give an energetic and timely response to any alert, whether it's a follow, a cheer or a bit, a host, a raid, whatever. If you act like it's not a big deal, then no one will want to continue supporting you. Nobody has to come to your channel and support you. If they come to your channel and they choose to do so, then they deserve some appreciation from you. And if you just act like it's not a big thing, or that it always happens, or something like that, they're not going to want to come back and do it anymore. They're not going to push for other people to come back and give you follows or raids or anything like that, because you don't give an appreciation for it. Streamlabs chatbot, or Streamlabs.com, has the most easy way for a streamer starting out to set up these alert boxes for your stream. These overlays that go into OBS or Streamlabs OBS, or whatever program you're using to stream with. They can help you easily set up a template for your alerts. So if you don't have alerts that pop up on your screen, or your stream, that say such and such is followed, or such and such has donated this amount of money, or these bits, or this person's rated, or whatever, then you're hurting yourself. Go to Streamlabs, set up the overlay, put it in your OBS. They want viewers and streamers want to be recognized when they come to your channel and support you. They want to see their name on your screen during your stream. They want to see their name there. They also want, they want to be recognized and viewed as an important person to the stream. Alerts will also give you the incentive to further interact with your viewers. Something else I would suggest, it's my own personal opinion, is to have the events or on-screen standings, and by that I mean like the tickers that are at the top of some streamer streams that say recent follower, and it has names that scroll across. Or in my stream, I have an events title in the bottom left corner where it has the most recent actions or events that have happened for the stream, whether it was a host, a follow, a donation, or something. So people's names stay on my stream for a lot longer than 10 seconds. It stays on there until the next item comes up and knocks it off the list. So people get an extended spotlight, as you can, if you will, on the stream with these. Some streamers don't have anything like this. They just have their camera and that's it. And those streams do look very clean. However, I think, especially for beginning new streamers, I think giving a non-verbal response to follows, etc., and alerts, but having a standing that stays on your screen until it's replaced is a must. Like I said, people want to be recognized. Next is your schedule. Just like TV shows, they are on a regular time for a reason. People want consistency. They want to, and I quote, they want to get off work, they want to eat dinner, they want to sit down and relax and watch your stream and then go to bed. If you have a regular scheduled time that you stream, you could easily become part of someone's daily routine. If you don't, they will have no idea when you're going live. They'll be questioning it the whole time and most likely will not return because they won't know when. It could be random and they won't even know, and they want the consistency of a streamer, and they want that consistency to even follow you. Research. Never stop researching and watching other streamers and learning from everyone else. I'm not saying go steal everybody else's ideas or their own gimmicks or what have you, but get ideas, make it your own, and learn from it. You'll add things to your stream. The more stuff in your stream, the more interaction, the more content of your stream, the more likely you're going to have return viewers. Add new content or gimmicks from time to time to your stream. Try them out. Something you might have seen in another stream. Try it out. See if you get a positive response. If not, move on. But never stop trying to add new things to entertain. Because that is the number one thing that a streamer is trying to do, is entertain, keep people interested, keep them there to watch and interact with. Now moving on, there are 3 types of streamers. There's comedic streamers, there's gameplay streamers, and there's gimmick streamers. You can be one of these, or you can be 2 of these, or 3 of these. The more combinations you have, the more likely you are to succeed. Comedic streamers are those that just have that natural way of cracking a joke, making what they're playing and they're doing in their game funny. Gameplay streamers, those whose gameplay is just so amazing, I don't even need to say their names, you know who I'm talking about, that it keeps viewers coming back because they want to see that next great play in the game that they're playing. And then there's gimmick streamers. They have a quirk. They have something in their stream on a regular and consistent basis that is entertaining and keeps viewers coming back. The more of these that you're able to accomplish and have in your stream, the more likely you are of success. Next is genre versus variety streaming. Now this is a part where I have different views in reference to some other streamers. Genre streaming is you pick a specific game or genre. We'll get into genre in a minute, but pick a specific game to play, and that's all you play. A lot of streamers out there, they will only play Fortnite or PUBG or Escape from Tarkov or another game, Overwatch. That's all they play. Now the pros to that is they have recurring viewers, because those viewers that enjoy that game, enjoy watching that game and learning about that game, will constantly keep coming back. You are easily able to produce content to create highlight videos because you're always playing the same game. You can always have the same content to make highlights for that game. You'll obviously become very familiar with the game and therefore be able to teach and answer questions to your viewers about the game that you're playing. Now, the cons to only playing a specific game are you can easily get burned out on the game if it's not a good game to actually be constantly playing, which will then turn out to make you have negative vibes towards that game, which, as I'll get to in a minute, negativity on a stream is death. And once you have that negativity, people will stop coming. And another possible negativity of playing the same game is the game might not even end up being a hit. If you start streaming a game and it only lasts 2 months and it's only popular for 2 months or maybe a month, then you're stuck with that game, and then you gotta change because nobody's coming to watch because it's not a popular hit game anymore. Then once you have to switch to a new game, even if it is still popular, you eventually are going to switch to a new game and you're going to lose a certain percentage, a high percentage of your viewer base, because you're going to be going to play a new game that they're not really interested in. They were interested in the one you're playing, now you're playing something else and they're not interested in that. You lose those viewers. The second part, picking specific, is the genre. This is more likely more successful way for picking specific platform to stream, is picking a specific genre, whether it's battle royales or survival games or storyline based games, etc. Pick a genre that you like, and then you're able to play any game that you want within that same genre, and you can continue to have those viewers that enjoy that specific genre. The pros of this is you can grow a community around this genre. Viewers will be retained because they enjoy that same genre. For instance, Escape from Tarkov is a survival shooter-based game. You can move on to, say, DayZ, which is also a survival-based game. And I think the new Scum game is going to be a survival-based shooter game. I mean, you could bounce between those and you're still staying within that same genre. The cons to this is you're restricted to that genre, obviously, and you're restricting your viewers as well, what kind of viewers you will get. Like if one day you just decide you want to play something new, such as a storyline game, if you try to stream this, you possibly lose a bulk of your viewers. Maybe not forever, but at least for that stream. Number 5, interaction. Always have a quick and easy way for you to see your chat. A lot of streamers start off, they only have one screen. It's highly recommended to have 2. You can have your chat on one screen and gameplay on the other. Whether you have a 1 PC setup or 2 PC setup, you always need to be able to read chat and see chat coming across so that you don't miss anyone's messages. Because as a new streamer, your messages, your viewers are going to be popping in. from time to time, saying hi. And if you're zoned into your game and don't have any way to see your chat without alt tabbing out, you're going to miss their message. You're going to miss them because they're going to leave. They say within the first 15 seconds of a viewer messaging you, you need to respond, otherwise you will lose them. Nobody wants to be ignored. They want to be recognized. You need to be able to recognize them and say something immediately. So be sure you're constantly checking on your chat and reading it, actually reading it. Viewers are there to interact with you and talk with you. Do not forget that. You will, however, have sometimes that they are trying to start a conversation at a bad time, i.e. during a serious encounter. You just got into a PvP match with somebody on a map. You're entirely focused on that, trying not to die. And then they send you a message and you don't respond immediately and they leave. Don't get down on yourself about it. It happens. It's unavoidable. Viewers need to realize this, that you're in the moment and just wait. I find myself going to streams, I'll say something. They might be into a certain topic, already talking to somebody else. They're not even playing the game, but they're talking to somebody else about a specific topic in a discussion. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to wait until that discussion's over. I'll try again. I'll give them another chance. I'll say something else. Usually by then they'll recognize you, or they'll go back and catch up on chat. I want you to all immediately, if you already haven't, remove any sort of way for you to see your viewers, like a list of your viewers, or your viewer count. This is important for statistics wise, not for your stream, and especially not during your stream. Treat every stream as if you're streaming for 100 plus people. By that I mean, if you pay attention to your viewer count, you could potentially find yourself in self-doubt and not have the energy to continue on streaming, because you will think that you are not doing something right. Nobody wants to see you, and you'll start having all these negative thoughts and feelings. Do not pay attention to the viewer count. They will come. If you watch your viewer list, you will without a doubt eventually catch yourself thanking someone for coming to your stream that hasn't even said anything in the chat. Let your lurkers lurk. If they want to chat, they will. Do not call them out if you see them in your list. That's why I say hide your list, and you aren't even tempted to look. Also, constantly talk and attempt interaction with chat. You can't see them there. Pretend that you are in a room streaming, playing video games, and there is an audience in front of you. You don't know how many are out there. It's a dark room. You're just constantly interacting with that audience, whether you can see them or not. Whether you know they're there or not, you are always anticipating that you actually have someone there. Keep talking. This will take a lot of practice. It is very weird at first to talk to yourself, talk to an invisible, possibly empty chair, but keep practicing and you will get better at it over time, and it'll become second nature. This is where a lot of new streamers fail, and they never grow because of it. Nobody wants to sit there and watch someone stare at a screen with their mouth open playing a video game. If you need topics to talk about during your game, talk about what you're doing in the game. All right, I'm going down this road. I'm going to go down here and check to see if this is here. I think there's somebody around this corner. I better check. Let's take this real slow. Now, you're doing a game-by-game play of what you're doing, and everybody can see what you're doing, but you're constantly talking, and therefore you're being openly interactive for everyone. Talk about your gameplay. You can encourage them to ask questions about it. They might ask, why are you going down that way? And you could say, oh, well, there's an item down here I need to go get. And then you've just answered a question, and you just started an interaction and a conversation with someone instantly, without even talking to them directly. Just talking about the game calls them to ask a question, and therefore they're learning from your game, which is probably why they're there. They want to check out the game and see what it's about. Or you're at least giving them the impression that you know what you're talking about and you know how to play the game. If you need another topic, just start talking about your day. What did you do today? What happened the first? What happened next? Something significant happened during your day. Start talking about it. Give your opinions about it. Ask random questions to your chat, maybe. Whether they're answering in the chat or not, just keep asking questions. No answer, go on about it, ask another question. This is how you can possibly pull lurkers out of lurk mode and actually get them interacting. It's just an option. You don't get a response, just move on and ask some more. Number 6, negativity. Do not allow negativity in your stream. By this, it's not only the chat, it's also you. Do not blame lag, cheats, hacks, etc. on the reason that you are not being successful in a video game. No one wants to listen to complaining. Do not allow negativity in your chat as well. This is where your moderators should be stepping in to help. It's up to you whether you allow a little bit of light trolling in your chat, but it could blossom into more, so be sure you watch it and don't let it get out of control. Always stay positive. If something happens that is bad, laugh it out. Laugh it off, laugh at yourself, make a joke of it. Makes everybody feel better. Move on. Go into the next game. Go into the next life. Try it again. Whatever. If you feel that a certain topic is becoming negative or towards something that's uncomfortable, change the topic. Don't let your chat or topics being discussed in your stream become too negative and too toxic. It'll push people away. Next. No-nos for the stream. Topics to stay away from, obviously, politics, religion, sexuality, race, or any other controversial topics, including, this is my very personal opinion, I'm very strongly about it, especially the news. Do not discuss anything that you might have seen in the news, read about, saw on Facebook. It could be potentially toxic, controversial discussion, because then you'll be dividing your chat and people don't want to be around talking and arguing, attempting to be keyboard warriors in your chat. It'll just plant poison in your chat. This next one I've seen several streamers do. Do not fall asleep while streaming. And do not walk away and leave your stream going. If you have to get up and go do something, end your stream. You might get distracted, forget you were even streaming, and your stream's just going and your character is just standing there. This is not only against the terms of service for Twitch, but it's most likely against terms of service for all the other platforms as well. Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, what have you. But it also makes you look very unprofessional. Number 8. Play games that you want to play, that you have fun playing. If you play a game strictly to try and get views, or because a viewer wanted you to play it, it will show in your attitude and your stream. It also goes back to negativity. You will have negative vibes towards the game if you're playing something that you don't really have fun playing or you don't really feel like playing or want to play. Only play games that you have fun playing. Your fun and excitement is enticing, and viewers want to see you having fun. Number 9. Viewers and sub days. This is maybe not information that you need immediately as a new streamer, but eventually you will get hopefully to that day where you actually need to lay out a day that is for you to play with your viewers and subs. At first, a lot of new streamers, they just play with everybody that wants to play with them. I'm still the same way sometimes, but trust me, you don't want to get to the point of no return where your viewers and your subs expect you to play with them every time you begin to stream. If you are not able to do so, they will leave. And sometimes they may not come back. It's not your fault entirely that this happens, but you can head it off ahead of time if you go ahead and set up a day to play with your viewers and subs on a specific day. There's nothing wrong with playing with your friends and viewers, but you can't do it all the time. I'll tell you why. If you do, then you are relinquishing control of your stream to them, and whatever they say on your stream is a direct reflection of you. They'll also ask to play games that you aren't in the mood for, like I said before, and you could have a very strong negative response or a sharp tongue towards them, telling them no and driving them away. So if you set up a day to play, then that is the only day you could set up games to play for that day. Number 10. Other streamers. Do not go into another stream and advertise your stream. I know I've seen some streamers where they're kissing, but by telling people it's okay to come into my stream and advertise, I'm glad to help, blah blah blah. They don't really mean that. Many startup streamers attempt to steal viewers from other streamers by joining and saying things like follow for follow. Hey, I'm a streamer too. Any tips? I play and stream this game too. Come check me out. I'm about to go live. I'll see you later. Come check me out. Remarks like that are very passive ways of trying to steal viewers from a streamer. And in my opinion, it's very rude. You can join a community of a streamer and get to know the people. And if it comes up that you're a streamer, or if the streamer asks if you're a streamer, then it's okay to say so. But do not go into a chat and start announcing to everybody that you're a streamer and that they should come join you. I find this exceptionally rude to the streamer. And as everybody that is worth anything in the streaming world will tell you, go get your own grind. By that, work your way up on your own, earning your viewers, and they will stay around a lot longer. If you go and steal viewers, they probably won't stay, and then you'll just have a blemish on your name in the community. The equivalent of this would be like Ronald McDonald going to Burger King and telling everyone that's standing in line that he has a store just down the street and to come eat there. That would never happen. It's bad form, it's rude, and it shows no moral character. Networking. Make a Twitter, Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube channel, whatever, for your channel. Not a personal account, a streamer account. Don't go make a Twitter that says John Smith's Gaming channel. Make one specifically for your username, your streamer tag, with your logo. That way it's a lot easier for viewers to find you, to recognize you, to see your posts and what you're about, to want to share you around on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. And it's one of the best ways to interact and find new viewers to come to your stream. Someone sees your post on Twitter, they'll see your logo, your name, they'll go look you up on Twitch or Mixer or whatever. If you have your actual name in there, which is not a wise decision to begin with, they won't know how to find you. Number 12, professionalism. Try to become as professional as you can with your stream and streamline your scenes and your regular routines during your stream. Have a starting soon scene, like you saw at the beginning of this video. You can have a countdown if you want, or just have a scene there that says stream starting soon. Just something. Don't just pop on directly with you and your game on the starting screen of the game and clicking the start button and your stream starting. Viewers want a brief hello and maybe a chance to talk with you before playing the game. They also want a warning that you are going live. They will most likely get a notification in their email or other formats if you share that you're going live on the social media platforms previously mentioned. They'll see that, but they'll need a chance to get ready and get set up and want to enjoy your stream from the beginning. I would recommend you also get a logo for your stream that you would think will last and that you will not want to change. Changing a logo often may confuse your viewers and make them feel that they are not following a stable stream. I would recommend making an introduction video. It makes you look more professional and that you're actually putting in the time and the money into the stream. By intro video, I mean the video that you saw at the beginning of this clip. That had the green screen with SK came in and then SK came out. It's a little stinger, I guess you would call it, at the beginning of your stream. It does not cost very much. I think I got mine from Fiverr.com. $5. Bada bing, bada boom, done. Makes your stream look very professional. Also, have a BRB stream. Have a be right back stream. Don't just get up and walk away and do something and just leave your game there paused with an empty chair. If you have a new viewer come in during this time, they are highly likely to leave the stream immediately. Also, have an end of stream segment where you can wrap up and answer any questions that are still looming in the chat or comments from chat. And you can actually sign off and give your viewers a closure of that stream. Do not just turn your stream off without a single word. Don't just finish a game of Fortnite and then the stream ends. That's not professional. Next, optional equipment, or highly encouraged equipment, I guess I should say. Stream Deck. Not necessarily needed, as you can hotkey most of what you need to your keyboard. But you can also, not necessarily need, because you can hotkey most of this to your keyboard, but if you do hotkey it to a keyboard, you risk accidentally muting your mic or changing a scene inadvertently. It makes life a lot easier. You can hotkey multiple types of things, sound effects, social medias, etc., not just changing a scene in your stream. Soundboards. They have digital soundboards. You don't have to buy a soundboard or mixer. But soundboards, you can add sound effects to your stream. It's completely optional. It does require more forethought for the streamer because you may have to set up a question or a joke and then input that sound effect just at the right time to require the streamer. Or you're going to have to remember a sound effects during a gameplay. For instance, if you die in a game and you thought it was a funny way to dying and you had to press the laugh button, you got to remember that in order to put it into your stream and make it more comical or entertaining. Sound effects, in my opinion, also add a third dimension, I guess you could say, to your stream that viewers could possibly enjoy rather than just having your voice and the game sounds. You add a third dimension or a third party to your stream, like a crowd laughing or applauding or any other kind of sound effect that adds a third dimension to your stream, which is what I would consider highly entertaining. Moderators. Moderators are the blood of a stream. They can keep it going or they can kill it. Choose your moderators wisely, and preferably regulars that you have a relationship with and know how you want your stream to go, or what's allowed in your stream, what's allowed in your chat. Moderators are very important. They can be the tip of the spear when interacting with chat and restricting trolls or inappropriate chatters. And a hidden value that a lot of people probably do not realize is they are a second way of promoting your stream, because they also have a vested interest in your stream too. The more successful your stream is, the more people that will come to the stream, the more necessary they are as moderators for the stream. The swords should not be given out freely. Do not just give it to anybody that is asking to be a moderator. Do not give it to anybody that thinks that they've paid enough or donated enough to be a moderator. These are not the people that you want moderating your stream. Lastly, and most importantly, moderators should be consistent in attendance. They don't have to be there every stream. Hopefully you've got 2 or 3. But they should not take week-long breaks and not even attend the stream, or just simply open up a tab of your stream and go and do something else. Moderators should be there to help moderate. That's their reason and their responsibility for accepting that sword for your stream. Lastly, random tips. I guess these would be my own personal opinions, but things that I've learned from in the beginning of streaming. Do not ever turn on follow only chat. Some people would tell you to turn it on if you get a troll in the chat, to limit a troll, because then follower only mode restricts people from talking in the chat that have been a follower for a certain period of time. Or they say to turn it on to encourage people. A lot of people, new streamers, will think if they turn it on follower only chat, then people would just come to their stream, see they can't talk, and be like, oh, well, I've got to say this. And then they click the follow button. That's not going to happen. Do not turn follow mode chat on at all. Most likely people will not follow you if you have follower only chat on, and maybe unfollow you. Might have the opposite effect that you were trying to have. If you have a troll in chat, simply ban the troll and done. That's one person, one weed in the garden. Pluck the weed and get it out of there. If you don't have follower only mode enabled, you allow everyone to come into your stream, say something, ask a question, freely come and go and interact. And if you have them freely interacting, they could possibly get into a discussion with somebody that was already in the chat, and there you go, you've got a new follower, a new viewer. Follower only mode will limit people from wanting to host and raid you, because when they host and raid you, their viewers will come into your chat and they won't even be able to post the raid messages that the streamer wanted spammed in your chat. When you're raided, streamer has a specific message with a bunch of emotes that they want their viewers to post and spam in your chat. If you have follower only mode on, they will not be able to do that. That streamer will not host or raid you. And they might even tell all their viewers to go back to their stream because they're going to raid somebody else. Put the Twitch clips link as a permissible link in your whitelisted items in your auto mod options, because viewers will clip your stream from time to time and they want to share it with you and the rest of chat. If you have links blocked, then they won't be able to do so, and they'll stop clipping, they'll stop being interactive, and they will leave. Turn off the emoticon restriction in your chat. Spamming emojis is a regular thing on Twitch. If somebody's constantly being annoying, tell them to stop, give them a warning. They don't, you ban them. Otherwise, people will actually want to spam a single line of emoticons, and that is okay. Like I said previously, you will also block raid messages if you have emoticons blocked. I'm not sure if that's a Twitch thing. I think it's probably a Nightbot thing or Stream Elements. So just make sure those are not turned on. Lastly, be presentable. You don't have to dress up in a coat and tie or a nice dress, but look decent. Comb your hair or beard or shave. Look clean and presentable to your stream, and they'll find you professional and want to continue coming back. Guys, if you have any other suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I hope maybe I've given some pointers that you might enjoy or find useful for your streams. Please let me know those also in the comments below. If you've liked this video, be sure to click subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. You'll have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and we will see you guys next time.